My name is Lynon Aksamit, and I'm a illustrator, designer, painter, but I'm kind of focusing mostly on my drawing in the past 10 years or so. So I work for a puzzle company in Boulder, and then I'm a designer for them, and I design wooden jigsaw puzzles. Digitally, I create the templates, and then we use those templates to cut the pieces out of like 1/4-inch plywood. So we take images and we mount them onto the plywood, and then we cut the shapes out. And it's not like a standard die cut puzzle. It's like the pieces are like silhouettes of animals, people, you know, kind of whatever fits with the theme of the artwork. So I kind of been exploring that, like using my own images, doing a lot of drawings, and then painting them digitally, and then turning them into puzzles. And it's kind of cool too, because like the puzzles that I have, so the images that I made that I did turn into puzzles, I have them framed, and then you can flip the puzzle over to the back side so you can see the back of it, if that makes sense. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like sandwiched in between plexiglass. So you know, you have the artwork on one side, the image on one side, and then you can see like the wood and the cut, like the pattern of it on the flip side. This one was really fun to do because I came across this cool podcast, Radiolab. So, you know, it's the radio show usually, but I listen to the podcast version of it. And they had this really cool episode about kind of reenacting or kind of replaying what happened, what they think happened during the asteroidal impact that destroyed the dinosaurs. That was kind of the inspiration for this. Like, I was kind of imagining a T-Rex, like maybe like an adolescent T-Rex, almost like a dog, you know, just kind of like running around joyfully, like trying to catch bugs and stuff. Before all of this happened. So kind of this like glimpse of this moment, and then kind of what you're left with, kind of having that that dichotomy. It was just kind of fun to play around with that. And then and so with the cut pattern for it, you know, I went with the outline of the dinosaur itself, threw in some other dinosaurs in here. And then I have pieces to put together a couple of 3D dinosaurs too. I've got like a 3D T-Rex and a 3D Apatosaurus. So, and then I've got some big ones here that are my most recent work. I've always wanted to do something that related to clocks. And although I've never been to Prague, the Prague clock tower just like amazes me in so many ways. Just like how it looks with all the different eras that you can kind of see in its construction, in the architecture itself, all the relief in it, how it was built over centuries, how it was almost destroyed by the Nazis in World War II. Like the legends and the lore behind it are just so much fun. It was just a lot of fun to just kind of do a little bit of a deep dive into basically creating a portrait of the clock tower. The whole purpose of the show is to kind of really kind of show, I guess, over the past 8 years or so, kind of where my art has been directed. Like I actually went to art school with Jesse, just right next door at REMCAD, and I graduated in 2006. And ever since then, right after I graduated, maybe, I think it was like that October, I found out about the puzzle company in Boulder and got hired, and pretty much immediately started doing design work for them. And I've been there ever since. So it was really, you know, again, I was really fortunate pretty much right out of school to find something that I would be able to use my skills with. So little by little over the years, my art's kind of mutated and transformed in different ways. It's, you know, it's like any artist, it's a constant journey. But there's been a melding of my work life and my professional work and my personal work, and that's kind of what you're seeing. And it's kind of nice to be able, not everybody's able to do that, but it's nice when those two can somehow link together.